Season, right? So he's super skinny, right? High school Durant, yeah. So but he's really tall, and then here comes this guy, and no exaggeration, he had to be like 4'11", because I'm sitting straight up in my seat, and he's barely taller than me, right?
So it was like Jose Altuve standing next to Aaron Judge.
Right, right. So dude walks in, he's like doing his little beep bop thing, he's living his best life, and then the little dude come in with the hands going. I'm like, what is he doing? What is he doing? And then he just stole on the big dude, and the big dude started laughing and pulled out this giant machete, and like they're right here. What? And I'm like, I am not dying like this. Yeah. No, I am not.
Dude, only on the blue line.
That doesn't sound like a
blue line adventures, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I called you that day. I was like, man, and I said
that's why. And the first question I had, what station were you at? Because there's only about 5 stations that you can witness that at. As soon as you turn off Washington, you on your own.
So
buddy.
we just taught Himes a lesson. Don't take the blue line.
Don't take it.
Hey, if I can survive the blue line, you can survive the blue line.
I don't know if he's tough.
That
like
sweater
that.
can.
But see, and speaking of that sweater,
bro. Wait. What the hell you mean? I'm just gonna.
I gotta give my guy Himes. I want to pay homage to him in this fit. Stand up. The camera has to see this.
Man, come on, Cliff Huxtable
We gotta
Jr.
sing some.
They have to see the fit. So y'all see the sweater.
The pants, oh no, not the socks
and the
though.
Kicks and
Boo on the socks
though. With the terrible socks.
And the shoes, bro.
Yeah.
Just because you're not a fan of good teams, you need to hate on mine.
No, it's not even that. It's
used
called,
to be good team.
You know what it's called? Yeah. It's called coordinate.
You got to coordinate.
Mushroom belt. Mushroom inside. See, the shoes and the socks don't rock with the fit, bro.
So I said I had to change my pants before I came.
You need to change the shoes and the socks, bro.
Man, look who's talking.
Hey, oh. No, don't even
sweatpants.
No, don't mess around.
You came to a radio show in sweatpants.
Because I do what I do.
Are you a Russian mafia member?
I might be.
Get that accent. Let me hear that accent.
Hey,
I came coordinated.
Nah.
He is coordinated.
Look, hold on.
So
since you want to talk, homie, hold on.
Let me tell you.
He iced.
And the swoosh. Oh, okay.
Nick is about this sweatsuit life, you guys.
Bought on Alibaba like 3 days ago, right?
No, actually, these were gifted to me.
Ooh, swag. So we gotta talk fashion. I'm just saying. We just lost a fashion icon.
Yes.
With Virgil. That's funny. I gotta help you out with the fit game. But we just lost Virgil.
Go through our entire catalog.
Yeah.
Look who's looked better in every episode.
Me, pretty.
And I'll tell you.
You think you look better? Everybody else
lighting. I'll tell you that much. It ain't the
He
lighting.
said it ain't about the
Whatever.
lighting.
Hey, so we lost Virgil, and we just know his greatness and everything he brought to the fashion game. I just want to get you guys' words, on his passing and just his impact. As a black man being in that space, he did a lot of great things that people probably 10 years ago would have never thought could happen. And like his Off-White brand, amazing. I'm still mad I couldn't get the original Off-White Jordan 1s. It's like $5K now. So
look,
I'm to get them.
Yeah, Himes can get them.
Shit,
for all of us.
money, bro.
For all of us.
I'm broke. Let me say, I'm gonna take
Pops,
that line
we need you.
That line from Shaq. My sons don't have anything. Me with my dad, I'm broke. My dad did well. I gotta work on that. But like Virgil Abloh did way more than people give him credit for in terms of he linked one of the first guys to truly link from behind the scenes fashion and music, from designing cover art to helping create the fits that some of these guys wear, not only in their videos but on tour, which set a standard and precedent to the fashion icon industry, to what people are considering and actually creating trends.
Yeah.
People don't actually recognize that and take the time to recognize the influence of his existence on both fashion, current fashion, as well as music and design.
Hey, and I'm not gonna lie, when Off-White first came out, I was like, I don't get it. But then as it continued to grow, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I got Off-White when I first saw it because I understood the vision, like the creative space that man was in. First of all, I want to give him a lot of props because he created $1 million scholarship for more black designers to get involved into the fashion industry, which was unheard of.
Okay.
So definitely, I think that goes under the radar as well. Condolences out to his wife and their 2 children because the man had two kids that unfortunately will not be able to grow up with their father.
How old are they?
I don't know. I didn't see that part. I just know he had 2 kids. But the impact that he made on the culture, and when you look at a black man who went through Louis Vuitton,
Yes.
who traditionally has not really hired people that look like us, okay? But they cater to people like us, but you don't get anybody that look like us.
Right.
So to have this man, and God knows the triumphs and the struggles this man to go through in the beginning parts, just to get to the point where you know who Virgil Abloh is because of his perseverance and determination. And not only that, when he walked through a door, he left it open for the people behind him that looked like him to make sure, hey man, I don't want to be the only one here.
Yep.
And I respected him so much for that, because time and time again, it pisses me off to no end when you're in this media industry and you black, and ain't that many black folks in this.
Leave that door cracked, sir.
And you don't leave it open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this man was in Lord knows how much racism that man had to face in that industry.
And dealing with his health
and
issue
then dealing with that
time.
right. And then dealing with fighting for your life on the low. You ain't said nothing.
Man.
Ain't nobody said nothing, and you still coming to work every day. It just reminded me of Chadwick Boseman and what he had to go through.
Same situation.
You know what I mean? But this brother here, man, I think he was so significant. And I love the fact when I heard Paul George and Anthony Davis and LeBron and Kevin Durant and guys just around that space, man, the guys that have the platforms and the voices to really show this, but even Nate Burleson from CBS, being able to show this brother his respect and give him his flowers. Unfortunately, he's no longer here, but to inspire the next generation, or the generation that's in transition, to walk in that man's footsteps, because like Haim said, he did set trends, and he set a trend where we may see more black designers for various, in various companies, art cover designers. He was into hip hop, obviously sports, just art in general, something that they've been taking out of our school systems for years, and this man persevered and opened up doors for other people. So I'm greatly appreciative of his time on this planet, and hopefully his legacy will continue to grow and get bigger.
Kudos to that, man. Jackie, what's your thought?
I mean, I agree. Nick will tell you, though, I am not a fashion head. He gets mad at me about all of my fashion, because if I don't need it to have a name brand. I love my Skechers. I don't need Nikes, and he gets mad at he gets mad at me about that all the time.
Those old people.
Hey, you and Hines should shop together.
I mean, I remember watching those with my gramps, and he was even buying them, but I'm glad to see the marketing went to good use.
Skechers. But Virgil was that guy that kind of made it that different for me, maybe. And it wasn't necessarily because all of a sudden I became fashion aware. It was because exactly what Nick said. Here is this black guy in an industry that's not friendly towards black people, and he's open, and he's making moves, and he is leaving the door open. I think what hit me hard about this is because I wasn't into fashion like the rest of you are. It just, to know that he decided this is a room that I need to be in. It's important for me to be here, so I'm going to fight this battle quietly. And continue to come in and day out and do the work, not only for this company, for my family, for myself, but to make sure that people see me and I can be that representation for the people that are coming up. The wherewithal to understand how important that is, and to do that day in and day out. And then go home and face what? Like, we don't even know what he was going through at home, and what his family was going through at home, knowing what he was dealing with and all of that. And that takes a level of strength that I don't think people know they have it until they have to have it. I think a lot of people would have just said, you know what, I am sick. I'm going to spend this time with my family. Y'all can have this company. I am done. I'm not going to work to my death, But he understands the importance of him specifically being in that room, and he did not let that sickness stop him, and that's amazing.
So rest in peace, Virgil. Much love to him.
I think that kind of tacks on, though. Like, we're talking about, some people want to spend time with their family. There are also some people that view that the work that they do brings in a family, a community. True. Talking about how he touches on,
that's real.
Leaving behind a $1 billion scholarship fund to get more black Americans or black people in general into the fashion industry, right? That's family. That's what you do. You're extending and opening the door. Instead of having a door wide open, you're having a revolving door that goes in and out of the hotel, getting as many people into the place as you can.
Right.
And that's an extension of it.
That's real, man.
That's true. That's beautiful.
I hope they keep that going too. I really do hope they keep that scholarship opportunities open.
I think he's touched on so many lives that, like you said, it's going to be it's not going to die. People aren't going to let it.
No, when you have something that big begins
his name, his work will never fade just because it's so legendary.
Talk about certain guys like Nipsey in that regard, right?
Even like Chadwick with his work.
The road that they paved some roads need to be continuously paved, but sometimes you're given the fresh road straight to the land that's already settled.
Yep.
And that's what he did.
Yep.
Hey, man,
Well
so
said.
don't at me, man. We are here with the greats, Jackie Ray, Nick Hamilton, Opposite Reaction.
Wait, you forgot to say don't at me after dark.
Oh, after dark, my fault. People out there don't know what time it is over here, man. It's dark. It look dark everywhere in this room.
Fair enough. It's always black.
But,
damn.
but yeah, man. So before we move on to our final topic, I just want you to kind of give people like what can they get from listening to Opposite Reaction?
Other than the obvious opposite reaction.
We talk about everything. When we initially started, we kept it very, sports centric, I guess. I'm super pro-black. Nick is very pro-black. I'm probably a little bit more. He always tells me not to say certain things, but
I don't say it. No.
I've known Nick for a while, and that strikes me as kind of like I don't know about that.
Who? Him telling me not to say stuff?
No. Him being less pro-black than you.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a fact. I'm like super.
Nick fist is real high. So,
no, this one here.
His fist is like right here. Mine is like way up here.
Little Angela Davis.
But we very quickly realized. Well, part of it I think was because we were doing it out of my apartment. So, we would come and we would pregame and like set up because I would never be ready on time. So I would have to so I'd be setting up stuff, right? I'd be like, he'll be here in a minute. I'm not ready. Anyway, so I'd be setting up and we would have these great conversations, before the show.
Okay.
That it was like, we're more than just sports. Both of us are. Both of us have a long career, things we have done in and out of journalism. We need to talk about more. So Nick was like, all right, well, because we weren't originally the Opposite Reaction.
Nah, we didn't know what we were.
I forget, yeah.
That was the name of your show?
The show's called
We didn't know what we were.
Black Man, Black Woman, live.
No, I forget. We had a name. Right. And then once we realized we could talk about all these other things, and 9 times out of 10, our opinions, we always can find that middle ground, but it's always one side of the road or the other with us.
I think what you listen to us is the fact that you got two people that aren't scared to disagree with each other. But then if we do agree, it means we disagree with what the world is saying. So I mean, you're still gonna get disagreements, but it's not for the sake of disagreeing. I think it's just to have conversation, and whether you agree with me, whether you agree with Jackie, or whatever you feel like you want to do. If you feel like we're both wrong, is a $4 bill, then so be it. We're gonna make sure that we bring it like nobody else can bring it, and we're gonna make sure that we do the things and speak on the things that we need to speak on, because we have a responsibility, not just as journalists, but we have a responsibility as people, as humans, as black people. That we have a responsibility to make sure that we inform, we have fun, we get serious. I mean, people would think we would go to blows before commercials. Like, dude, we about to go catch.
Break.
We about to line it up. We about to catch this fade.
You know what I'm saying? You two sound like more like an old married couple.
That's fun.
Oh man,
we heard that too.
It's worse than that.
It's funny whenever we talk about relationship stuff, because our listenership is predominantly male. So Nick will be talking and people in the chat will be like, "Yeah, Nick's right. And I'm like, "No, y'all are all wrong." And then it starts this whole thing.
And I have to be the voice of reason.
Yeah. Hey, so make sure you guys tap in. Final thing we gotta do, we gotta talk a little bit of sports. You know what I'm saying? We into that world. So we got this NIL thing that's going on in college sports. They're finally getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
We got screwed, man. We would have been millionaires by this.
I know. I'm mad. I'm like calling my high school. Like, I'm running back or what?
Yeah, you're talking about motivation. If I knew I had millions of dollars on the line when I was playing basketball hoops, I'd be like, hey, shit, I'm going to work every day.
So we got to discuss. I'm curious. Who do you guys think? We look at the last 20 years of college sports. A lot of great names, from baseball, gymnastics, basketball, football. Which athlete do you think would have made the most money? I need to hear it. Jackie, you got it first. Ladies first, man.
I think Nick and I are not going to be opposite on this one. I think I'm going to go with Reggie Bush.
Reggie? Okay.
Yeah, Reggie Bush.
He already got paid.
See, but hold on now. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hold on. Nah, see, I'm not gonna let you
I know.
I'm not gonna let you disrespect Reggie Bush now.
Yeah,
No.
He's my favorite college player.
See, everybody just
He's my
came
favorite college
at
player. Yeah, don't have me on this. Sorry, guys.
No, I'm adding you right now.
Hey, man, it's one thing to
Don't
get paid.
add me, guys. I'm being nice.
It's one thing to get paid. It's another thing to get screwed.
It's
No, I know,
Right.
yeah.
And your
Give that man
stepdaddy
his
get
high-
paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got Gary Coleman.
Yeah. I know, yeah. They were living good, his parents.
Yeah.
So 2 Reggie Bush answers. I'm curious. What's the
you
answer
go,
you got
you
for
go.
me? For me,
Don't say nothing crazy because you already done disrespected
I
Reggie.
know.
And we will come
so
for you.
Reggie was my favorite player in college. But it's 2 guys I think that stood out to me that I was like, if they were paying these guys back then, they would be crazy banked. And it was Tim Tebow and then Tyler Hansbrough. Hansbrough, yeah. Man, you better sit back down, man.
That's where
Tim Tebow was.
Let's put up the church finger and walk out on
He
the
was
Tim Tebow.
terrible at quarterback, but he still was a first-round pick. Like, that's how much love he got. In college, we can't lie, he was one of the greatest college players.
I definitely loved him in college.
He was a very good college player, but there was also a lot of hype on him because and we all know why the hype was.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta go there.
But what that
we all
hype
know.
mean? That hype leads to this.
Yeah, but here's the thing. No, it wouldn't equate more than Reggie Bush. It wouldn't, because Reggie Bush,
Better athlete.
not only that, he changed the game. He changed the position of the game. Like, he was must-see TV. Tebow was like, okay, if you miss Tebow and you get the highlights. Reggie Bush was must-see TV. When I was at the USC game against Fresno State, and they came back and beat them 50-42.
No, yeah.
They were trailing by touchdowns, and it was Reggie Bush with 500-plus yards, all-purpose, getting into the end zone. It was must-see TV. You couldn't miss it. I don't care where you were in this country.
What Tebow
That's the best
did.
sermon I've ever heard.
No,
The best sermon I've ever heard.
I can't remember the quarterback he
Church.
backed up before he became a full-time starter. But it's like right when he got there, I every time I turn to ESPN, it was Tim Tebow. I'm like, this dude is not even a starter.
It was a
But it's the
gimmick, though.
narrative.
It's a
But
gimmick.
that's what's gonna pay you the money.
No.
If he could have got paid from freshman year to when he left as a senior, he would have stacked.
So you
gonna
gonna tell me he was gonna get paid more than Reggie Bush was?
I think so.
So you think
You're
the
smoking
gimmick?
crack.
You
He
think
was
the
the
gimmick
great
will
white
trump
hope.
Okay.
I would have wanted
I'll end
Reggie
this
Bush.
discussion.
Yeah. Don't say Reggie Bush should be on their side. That's all.
Sebastian Telfair. No, I'm joking.
Hey, leave that man
Everybody
alone.
just blank stared.
Yeah, leave that man
Got
alone.
enough problems. Actually, strictly because the 3rd largest television network is the Christian television channel.
Oh, you're going with Timmy T.
Unfortunately, I'm going with the
My God.
God-fearing, great, quote-unquote,
Yes,
white
sir.
hope. Tim
But
Tebow.
yeah.
Getting it
It's
in.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Think about it. Think about the roster of guys they had. All the stories that were around him. You had murders. You had robbers. You had a coach that was wilding out, like doing shit that he got caught up in.
But
10
think
years
about,
later.
but also too.
And he was the God-fearing dude at the center of it.
But think about the guy who helped turn a program around, who a program was in the toilet.
I give
Florida-
two shits
Pete
about
Carroll.
that. You know what?
No,
So we're talking about
That's Pete Carroll, though.
No. That's not Pete Carroll.
It's Carson Palmer and those guys won prior
because Pete
to-
no. Pete Carroll doesn't get on the field every week.
Yeah,
Pete Carroll has to recruit the players, and it takes a special
you
player like
think
Reggie
Christian-
Bush.
What is one of the best
Wait.
businesses in this country?
What?
Religion.
Yeah, religion.
And what do you get when
Actually,
you pair
war
a
surplus.
terrible athlete that manages to be the cleanest, clean-cut looking dude and clean-cut guy on paper?
If he
in an
okay, let me
He
ask
got
you
an
this.
MLB tryout.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah, that was dumb.
If he
Yeah.
were black, you think he'd be getting the same thing?
Hell
No.
Okay.
That's
So
why
that's
I'm
why
getting
he
that.
would have got the
That's why I'm
No, I'm
saying
asking the
Tim Tebow.
question. No, I'm asking
This
the
is a
question.
white
That's why he
guy.
would've got the money.
I really want to
He's
know.
the only clean-cut guy in every definition
And then-
possible.
hey,
But who paved the way?
But Reggie Bush had to compete.
Tim Tebow did.
No,
No.
Reggie Bush did.
No, but
No.
Reggie Bush had to compete.
yes, he
though.
did.
No.
Reggie Bush
Hey.
paved. Reggie Bush was
Reggie
must-see
Bush was
TV.
one thing.
Yeah, I
Nobody
agree.
was even
Tebow
thinking about
was
Vince
another
Young.
precedent.
Nobody
But
was
this is
thinking
what-
about Vince Young until the
But
championship game.
time out. Y'all gotta listen to this because he had competition on his team that would have stole some dollars. Matt Leinart was a Heisman before Reggie Bush.
Right, but Reggie
You
was
really
the
had to
Reggie
bring
was
him
the
up?
It's
no,
true.
Nobody needs
but
to bring
Reggie
up Matt
was the
Leinart.
must see. Even
No,
though Matt
yeah.
Leinart was Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush was must see. People can. How many number 5 jerseys were in the stands?
So I think-
You know he had the
How many Tim
highest
Tebow
selling
jerseys are
jersey
still
at the
around?
time. No,
How
I'm saying
many
at that
Tim Tebow
time
jerseys
he
are
was the
still
highest
around?
selling jersey,
No,
USC jersey across the country.
But let me
No,
help.
I agree.
Let me help if I can. You and I are talking about the raw talent, the sport, what we like to see, what we like to watch because of his athleticism. They talking about the white guy that white people will watch because he's white and he's Christian.
No, I get that.
And what sport are we playing?
No, I get that.
We're playing a sport that's watched a ton.
No,
and
I get
foundation
that.
was by white Christians.
And that's who's gonna make the money. Tim Tebow he was going 4 for 17.
Tim Tebow still got a job, and he's not good at that.
All right, we're talking about a guy that's God-fearing, that's played on a roster with a bunch of crazy motherfuckers, ended up getting booted out of the league, got another tryout as a tight end, got another tryout as a quarterback, played baseball in between, and still is getting shit everywhere else.
Yeah.
This is a guy that's been on Dancing with the Stars and that host shows. I'm wondering,
He would have got
I'm watching
so
games,
much bread.
right, and wondering, why the fuck is Tim Tebow here? Like, I don't need to hear about a loser quarterback's point of view as to what's occurring. Like, congratulations.
What's
Your
gonna piss me
opinion's
off
not
is the
necessary.
day he on the tennis court out there playing at Wimbledon, and I'm gonna stop covering
no.
the
Dude,
sport.
the thing you're going to see that guy do is bodybuilding. That's what makes no sense for him.
He's not Arnold.
And, think about it. He's got the build.
Yeah.
He's got the build.
He's got the gut.
He's a God-fearing bodybuilding machine that gets tryouts for no
Knock it
fucking
off.
reason.
Hey, man.
I mean, I can't argue that point. I
So
can't
we
argue that
can
point.
talk this all day, but we thank you guys so
He stayed a
much.
virgin in college.
Bullshit.
Allegedly.
Bullshit.
Allegedly.
It doesn't matter.
He's in
whether
Gainesville
really-
getting played,
No.
He's
It
in
doesn't matter
Gainesville
whether
getting-
he is or not, because the public perception
image.
of him being there like that
Oh, yeah.
means it's 10
it's,
times the money.
it's imagery.
I love
Disney
it.
would throw money at that man to do abstinent ring shit, just like they
he
did
probably
in
would
South Park to
he
the
probably would have had a
Jonas
cartoon.
True.
He probably had a movie about Tim Tebow.
and
the
don't
hero.
think it ain't gonna come.
No, I know.
Don't think it's coming.
Yeah, but hey, man,
broke quarterback.
we thank you guys. Hey, Nick and Jackie, we
Mic
thank
drop.
you guys so much for joining us on Don't Add Me. It can get a little crazy here, so we can talk all day, but we gotta get you guys out of here.
Plug the fans.
Tell everybody where they can find you guys at.
Yeah, you can follow me on all things social media at Jackie Ray TV.
And you can make sure you hit me up on Nightcast Media at nightcastmedia.com. Make sure you hit me up on YouTube at youtube.com/NHExperienceTV. And on Instagram at Nick Hamilton LA, Twitter, Nick Hamilton 213.
You see how easy mine is?
What's
Jackie
your
Ray
Venmo?
TV.
Everything.
What's your Venmo?
Oh, I'll give you the Venmo. I'll type that in.
No. Tell it now so that the fans get it and they watch
Oh,
it.
well,
And then
shit.
you know that guy at the college football game that had a sign that said "Need beer money"?
Oh, yeah.
in the Venmo?
We just gotta make
You know
that
how much
sign.
money he made
But-
for 5 seconds on TV?
No, how much?
45 grand.
What?
Let me find my
catch me at
Venmo
the-
right
Yeah,
now.
I was
Hold
gonna
on.
say, you better get that Venmo account
All right,
out.
Hans, get us out of here, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, as usual, thank you again for tuning into the latest episode of Don't At Me with Alex and Michael, live from Studio A in Beverly Hills with our gracious guests from Opposite Reaction. And now, as usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, check us out on social media. He is at Michael the PG. I am at Himes LA. And you know what? We'll catch you next week.
It's all good, baby.
Happy Hanukkah.